be a good one. Yo-yo and old rattle trap out here. Feels like a better fish there. Oh yeah. Good one on the rattle trap. Good one on the rattle trap. Stay on there, fish. Stay on there, fish. It's a good one. Jumping on the other side of the frickin' boat. You gotta be kidding. I feel like I got her hooked too good. Please, come on, get in the net. Get in the net, baby. All right. About a 6-pounder. About a 5 or 6 pounder. All right. Yo-yo and a rattle trap, just a good old blue and chrome Bill Lewis rattle trap. That's what you want right there. That is what you want. All right. All right. All right. Now I was going along fishing this rock drop, and there's a bunch of little spots sitting right up on top of the rock, and there was a good largemouth up there yesterday with them. But today I'm just catching spots up here, so I was going out over kind of the channel, and there's a bunch of bait under the boat. I can see a few fish in it, not a bunch, but maybe big ones, you know. I picked up that rattle trap and yo-yoed it out there. 5-pounder. That's what we wanted to see right there, baby. Whew, that's exciting. Now I'm fishing this thing. A lot of people just chuck a rattle trap out and reel it in. You can catch them like that, but a lot of times it's shallow. That's your only choice. There's another one. That'd be your only choice. But out here, I'm fishing a drop where it comes from 3 feet out to 16, so the spots are up on top of that drop, and the largemouth are out here chasing bait. Kind of out off of it a little bit. And so I'm yo-yoing this thing, and basically that just means I'm getting it down, letting it fall all the way to the bottom of the school of shad, and then pulling it up through the shad, you know, 4 or 5 feet vertically. Let it drop again, pull it up again. So I'm fishing from about 3 feet off the bottom to about 8 feet off the bottom and about 15 feet of water. And that way the fish just kind of see a shad dying, falling. And I'm getting bit on the drop, on the fall, you know. When I pick up, they're usually there. So, just a yo-yo and a trap. I got it on a Vursa 7-foot medium. It's kind of like a square bill rod. If I'm fishing around a lot of vegetation, I might go up to a medium heavy for 2 reasons. I want to be able to rip the bait out. I also go to braid a lot of times for the same reason, but I want to be able to rip the bait out. And I also want a little bit stronger rod where I can keep the fish up out of the grass, because you let one of those 6 or 7 pounders on gunners will bury you up in grass, and you'll be in a mess. So it's nice to have a little bit more backbone. You still don't want to horse them, because anytime you're fishing with a treble hook bait, you want to try to play them as much as you can. Don't give them any slack, because you don't want them to throw it and the hook come out, but you also don't want to. There's another good one. Another good one. Just yo-yoing that trap, so I'm going to back off my drag a little bit. Trying to not fight them too hard. Not as big as the last one, but that's a decent one. Come on to the boat this time. Just come on to the boat this time. Not no great big one, but I think it'll be a 14-inch keeper. Maybe. See, they're barely getting one hook, so you just got to be careful when they're like that. You don't want to horse them. You don't fight them too hard. $14 and a half. See, there's a bunch of fish all the way over here. I'm out from around the shad, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish right there. But that's what I'm saying. They're sitting from. See what I'm saying? I'm letting my bait get down to the bottom, and then I'm keeping it off the bottom where I don't get hung, but I'm kind of yo-yoing it up They're 10 to 6 feet. There's about 4 feet between them fish. I'm just kind of yo-yoing it through them, and they slam it on the fall. You gotta constantly check your drag, because you notice when I'm fishing, bringing one in, I'll back off my drag. The next time you get a bite, if you don't fix it, you don't tighten it back up, you'll have too much, be too loose, and you'll miss them. You just gotta kind of keep a constant check on your drag throwing this thing. Just throwing it on a Lew's speed spool SSG1SH. It's about $100. I think it's $99.99 or so. It's a really, really, really good reel for $100. Out of all the stuff I've got, I've probably got, over the last 2 or 3 years, if I bought 40 reels, I bet you 30 of them have been this SSG1SH, because it'll do most anything, fluorocarbon, monofilament, or braid. I'll step up to a bigger, beefier reel when I'm punching, or flipping a big jig, because I need a little bit more power, a little bit bigger handle, just, a little bit stronger reel altogether. But for 90% of the applications out there, this reel right here is bad to the bone. And $100, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a really quality reel. It's kind of that tipping point where you can buy reels that are cheaper, but they won't be as good. And you can buy reels that are a little bit better, but they'll be expensive. So, like I said, for about 85%, 90% of what I do, this right here is all you need. Like a big old spot. Decent spot. Alright. Pretty decent spot for you fall. I'm not known for its spotted bass. Probably was schooling in front of me a while ago.